What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to NoLifeTilMetal. I'm going to do a vinyl update today. Haven't done one in a while. This is going to be all 12-inch vinyl. Some new stuff, new releases, some old stuff that I secured. I'm going to get right into it. Not spend a whole lot of time yammering, but I did a video, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, showing some grails that I wanted. Some of the ones that are harder to find that I just haven't been able to find for a long time. And I managed to secure a few of those thanks to some other people's help. But One Bad Pig. This is their very first self-released album, a Christian band. So yes, this is a completely indie recording before they signed with Pure Metal Records some years, maybe a year later, and then they're along with Myrrh Records and A&M Records. So yeah, One Bad Pig, a Christian band. Finally got a vinyl copy of that. I also managed to score the CD reissue around the same time. So went from having no copies to actually my cassette copy too. I managed to score all three, and could never find a copy. Now I got all three. So I have an original cassette copy, original vinyl copy, and then the CD version. Of course, this wasn't released on CD when it first came out, because it was 1986. So this was kind of around the time CDs were just coming out, and they definitely weren't popular yet, or being put out by independent bands. So, One Bad Pig, a Christian band, kind of a punk crossover. One Bad Pig are all kind of all over the map musically. So they did, punk, but they mixed in bits of metal and thrash and rock and just about everything else. So just a fun band. I really like them, always have. This one also was shown in that video. The Re-Animator. This is a UK thrash band. Condemned to Eternity. Popped up on Facebook for 20 bucks, so I snagged it. I mean, 20 bucks is about the going rate for most vinyl. This one usually sells for much more than that, at least in the United States it does. From what I'm told from some UK friends, this thing kind of shows up quite often there. I've never, ever seen it on vinyl here. I have an original CD pressing, but I just wanted the vinyl pressing and finally scored one. So this is just great thrash metal. Longtime fan of that one. If you're interested in my, more in-depth thoughts about that album, check out NoLifeTilMetal.com and go to the Re-Animator page and you can read my review on that one. Megadeth's been putting out some stuff that wasn't put out on vinyl before, so I picked up Endgame. I like this album a lot. It's it's straightforward heavy metal, thrash, speed metal, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not the same as the old Megadeth, but I really like the stuff Megadeth's been doing, more so than like the stuff Metallica's been doing over the years. But yeah, this has got such a little. Think they could possibly make the song titles any smaller? I mean, usually the legal credits are that small, and they can't. And that's how big the song titles on this thing. So we've got Dialectic, Chaos, This Day We Fight, 44 minutes. Was it when it came out? This was not one that people raved about, but I think it's a really good album. I mean, it's just, like I said, straightforward heavy metal. Got some great guitar work on it. Nice gatefold with a huge shot of the band with the inner sleeve. I think I just bought the black vinyl version. I don't even know what colors it was available in. Usually if it's available in black, unless it's something really cool or special, I'll just go with the black. So that's what I did. So I got that one, as well as I need to find a place to put these things. But right there. Alright, as well as the 13th. Again, heavy vinyl. And I did get this is a double album on black vinyl. Again, has the gatefold with a picture of the band. And you can see Dave Ellefson is back. Where is he at? There he is. On this one. And we've got much more readable text. Sudden Death, Public Enemy #1, Who Left It? Whose Life Is It Anyways? We the People, Guns, Drugs, and Money, Never Dead, New World Order, which is an old track, an old 80s song that they re-recorded here. Great song. And then Fast Lane, Black Swan, another old song, which was actually a B-side track, but they re-recorded it here. Wrecker, Millennium of the Blind, Deadly Nightshade, and the track 13. So yeah, I'm just picking these up as they're coming out. Huge Megadeth fan, have been forever. There's a few more that I haven't grabbed yet, but money doesn't grow on trees. So if it did, my tree died. So This was actually the brand new Narnia. Just came out. If you don't know who Narnia are, they are just fantastic. I don't know. I've always called them like neoclassical heavy metal or progressive heavy metal. Most people call them European power metal, but they're not like that keyboard laced, all double bass all the time stuff that you think of when you think of European power metal. Much more in common with traditional heavy metal than that, and not so keyboardy, much more guitar oriented. And guitar has got a huge Yngwie Malmsteen sound to it, especially his guitar solos. Although it's definitely not, it doesn't overtake the record. You know, it's not like an Yngwie record where it's all solos all the time. It's definitely more varied than that. But where's this picture at? There you go, CJ Grimart, right there. Yeah, there he is. Who I've actually met him. Very nice guy. My band actually shared a stage with Narnia back 2000. I don't know. 5, I think it was, in Switzerland, and he ended up being the guitar player in Rob Rock's band too at the time. So right now, that's on brand new on Amazon. Is under 20 bucks. I think it's like $17. I don't know if it's still that price on Amazon, but last I looked, it was. And then the reissue of Narnia's second album, Long Live the King. I ordered this one under the assumption that it was just a regular black vinyl. I have no idea it was a picture disc. Whatever, it is what it is. It's still cool to have this on vinyl finally. Great album. This one has definitely more of an Yngwie-ish sound to it than, say, this newer one, which I think is more in the power metal vein, whereas this one more in the neoclassical vein. And I love Christian's vocals. Christian has a very unique vocal sound. They did one album without him, and it was a good album. It was a great album, actually, but it just didn't sound like Narnia. I mean, it's like, you know, Steven Tyler out of Aerosmith. You know, you put another singer in, it just doesn't sound like Aerosmith. You know, and that's kind of how it is with Narnia too. So great vocalist. Glad to have this one. This one too was very inexpensive on Amazon for a while. I don't know if it still is. I think it was like $15 or $14 on Amazon. Like I said, it may have gone up since then. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track on it. Another one I showed in that want list video. This is the second Watchtower album, Control and Resistance. We've got Alan Tecchio on vocals. Alan, who was formerly from the band Hades, replacing this original singer who went on to play in Dangerous Toys. And again, very technical, progressive. A lot of people call him thrash metal. I would just call him heavy metal. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Very heavy stuff, very technical, very proggy. Alan's got a fantastic voice. The guy can sing. He's got his own style. In 2000, was it 15 or 17? Now I can't remember what year it was. It might have been 2015. Heath's Rage did a reunion and played a couple shows in Europe and one in U.S. And Alan was the singer for Heath's Rage as well. So nice to have this. This is a reissue on Music on Vinyl. Music on Vinyl does a great job. Their stuff is always well done. I've never had any problems with them. And the thing about a lot of these Music on Vinyl releases is 90% of them seem to be that are on some colored vinyl. They got the rare black vinyl. It's really odd that releases that black is more rare now than colored vinyl. I mean, it almost seems like red vinyl is like everything is red vinyl. So to see a black vinyl these days is a bit more rare. Everybody wants colored vinyl, so which is cool. I mean, whatever. You know, I'm glad vinyl was popular. I'm glad people are buying it again because I love it. So there you go. Watchtower, Control and Resistance, brand new album from Hammerfall, Dominion. This is, what can I say? It's Hammerfall. If you like Hammerfall, you'll dig this. They have varied a little bit here and there, but they're, you know, fairly consistent band. You know, much in the way Motorhead or AC/DC or, you know, those sorts of bands are. You know, they progress, they change over time, but they really stay within their niche. They know what they do and they do it well, and that's what you got here. Really enjoying this one. It is a gatefold as well. Seems to be a lot of these European releases are gatefolds. I don't know if it's cheaper to print a gatefold than a single, but it's only a single album. Again, huge photo of the band in the middle. And it also has an insert, lyric insert. As usual, great artwork. And black vinyl. So, I'm pretty sure it was available in other colors. I did pre-order this one. I don't remember picking black vinyl, but I got black vinyl. So, like I said, I don't care if it's colored vinyl, but I don't, unless it's something really special, I'm not going to pay extra money for, you know, for a colored vinyl, and the black vinyl is, you know, $2, $3, $5, sometimes even $10 cheaper than the colored vinyl. Tail into my my death metal kick that I was on. This is I believe the first Beyond Creation. Again, super technical, very progressive. Great bass player in this band, man. He really, you know, when I think of a band like progressive bands, I think of a band like Yes, and Chris Squire had this just heavy sound that kind of drove the sound of the band and drove the songs, and that's kind of what you get here too with their bass player. And you don't think about that kind of stuff when you think about heavy metal. You think more, you know, in terms of guitars, and the guitars are heavy, and it's got the death metal vocals, but there's just something about that bass that really grabs me and drives these songs. This album is 2 albums, and it's on it's released at 45 RPM as opposed to 33. Supposedly it's going to give you better sound, which is fine. I mean, I don't know if that it's that much better, not noticeable. Gatefold again, and I think this one is on the common red vinyl. In this case, a translucent red vinyl. So they have 3 albums out, so I'm missing 1 now. So I've got the first and the last, and man, these guys are just fantastic. I don't know how I missed them until now. So glad to find some newer death metal that I really dig. To be honest, a lot of the newer death metal bores me, but these guys are something special. Let's see, we have transparent red double vinyl, strictly limited to 400 copies worldwide, sweeping arpeggios, crushing waves of fretless bass, complex rhythmic patterns, and mind-blowing scales. Progressive death metal as it always should be, mastered at 45 RPM for optimum fidelity. So there you go. I've had this for a while, I just haven't shown it. This is Punky Meadows' solo album, Fallen Angel, obviously playing off the fact that he was the former guitar player from Angel, and now of course Angel are touring with Punky again, and they're putting out a new album that I have pre-ordered, but this came out last year, and glad to finally get it on vinyl. So let's see if because there was another, there you go, here's the gatefold. But you get Felix Robinson on bass as well. Felix, of course, being a former member of Angel as well. So lots of cool older photos of Angel in there as well. Nice set. It's just like straightforward hard rock. Not quite as pomp or proggy as Angel was. Just really good, solid hard rock. I really enjoyed listening to this one. Kind of wasn't sure if it was going to just be, you know, but I really did enjoy it. Very good stuff from Punky. And glad he's back. Glad he's back out there touring and making music again. This one would have been in that Grail video that I did a few weeks ago. However, I had already received this copy in the mail, so it didn't make the Grail video. So Plastic Greenhead by Trouble, just one I'm missing. That one, the self-titled, and Manic Frustrations were all just eluding me. This one is a repressing on FRW Music from 2013. I had some friends in Europe looking for copies for me, and they kept finding them for, you know, $25 and $30. And when you add shipping, I was just like, just forget it. It's just too expensive. I ended up finding this copy in the United States for a decent price, so well under what I would have paid if I would have had someone pay $25 plus shipping from Europe. So very cool to finally have this one on vinyl. Funny story about this one: when I bought it as a new release, emerald green translucent vinyl. When I bought this as a new release, I bought it on CD. I mean, and I was, at the time, I was very judgmental Christian, to the point where things just annoyed me very easily, and just not a good way to be. Unfortunately, that is the way I was. But I bought the CD thinking, you know, I'm Trouble, you know, they kind of have all these biblical based lyrics. Brought it home, I started playing it, and there was all these drug references in the songs, and it just bugged me. So I actually took this, I think it was Hastings, so I took the CD back to Hastings, and I handed it back to him. I'm like, I don't want this, I'm returning it. What's wrong with it? I said, the lyrics suck, it's all drug related. Anyhow, it was a pretty pompous thing to do, but they took it back, and I ended up buying something else instead. And of course, later on, I ended up rebuying Plastic Greenhead anyhow when I was, you know, out of that state of mind that I was in for a little while where, you know, everything was offensive. And now I love that album. So, yeah, people change. I definitely have changed over the years. So, Sodom. This is on Wax Maniacs. This is Masquerade in Blood. I can't remember what year this came out. See if it's on here or not. I know it was the mid-90s somewhere. This is a 2016 reissue. Licensed from Steamhammer. SPV Steamhammer, but it's on Wax Maniacs. Snagged this copy. I saw it. I grabbed it immediately because stuff from Wax Maniacs just disappears as quickly as it comes out. Very low run numbers usually from them, and just the stuff is just really hard to find. So glad to grab a copy of this one. Yeah, it was probably around 95 or so this came out, but you know, typical Sodom, thrash metal, huge punk influences, German, Teutonic, whatever, thrash metal, great stuff. Glad to have it finally on vinyl. Eventually, I'd like to have the entire Sodom catalog on vinyl. That's going to be quite hard to do since several of them are very hard to find these days. Another music on vinyl reissue from Norway. This is TNT. This is Realized Fantasies. Very melodic, very poppy, I don't know, hard rock, heavy metal. I've always called them heavy metal. And I've always liked them. What's his name? Ronnie Latenko. Ronnie Latenko. Let's look it up. First of all, it's printed on a really nice uncoated stock, and I really like the printing. It's very well done. Where's his name at? Ronnie Latekro. That's it, Latekro. Something like that. Great guitar player. I mean, the guy's just total shredder. Great songwriter as well. And of course, this is back in the days when you had U.S. singer Tony Harnell on vocals. He's no longer with them. But yeah, it's a classic album. If you're into that, you know, 80s style melodic pop metal at all, this is considered a classic by many, including myself. And it was nice that music on vinyl. I finally saw fit to re-release it on vinyl because original pressings were ridiculously priced. Another one is part of the whole death metal phase that I was in for a while. I grabbed a new Deceased. This is Ghostly White. This is the brand new album from King Folly and Company. It too is a gatefold. It is a 3-sided vinyl, which is great. I kind of hate when they spread things over 4 record when it doesn't need to be. But yeah, you've got side A has 2 songs, Mrs. Aldrice and Germ of Distorted Lore, which is a 13-minute song. Really cool. I'm really enjoying this album. It's a gatefold, like I said. Hang on, let me pull this out of here. So here's your gatefold. Band photos and little ghostly figures going on here. And then the vinyl is on the blackest of black vinyl, but the 4th side is, if I can swing this around so you can actually see it right side up, it's got a silk screen on it. So very cool collectible vinyl. Great album from Deceased. Really impressed with it. Had to grab it. It'll make my top 20 of 2019 for sure. It's just that good. So yeah, this is Ghostly White. Also came with a lyric booklet, almost like, you know, it's like a CD booklet. It's got, each page has lyrics and small photos. And but I mean, it's just like, you know, you would expect to be like in a CD booklet with the lyrics and the photos and stuff. Very nice, very nice release. I think it's Hell's Headbangers Records put this one out. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Hell's Headbangers. 333 black vinyl. There's also 666 blue glow in the dark vinyl. Also came with a sticker of the cover. As well, this is on Hell's Headbangers too, but this is a reissue of one of their old EPs. I can't remember when this is from. Mid-90s, I believe. Classic mini album that capped Deceased celebrated epic metal period, now widely available on vinyl. For the Headbangers from Headbangers to covers to all 10-minute epic, this one has it all. And I think this one is on colored vinyl. I can't remember what color it is. So there's the cover. Some of these songs, Zombie Attack, Reaganomics, New Age of Total Warfare, Death Rider, those are all cover songs. And then they've got Victims of the Master Plan, which is like this epic track on the B-side. Let's see here. I'm wrong. It is on. Oh, I am right. It is on colored vinyl. It's probably gonna look black on there, but it's actually like this bizarre blue marbly color. It's very dark, deep blue, and it's got like black marbling in it. So very cool. And then it comes with there's an insert in here. Recorded in March 2001. That's when it was recorded. Zombie Attack by Tankard, Reaganomics by DRI, New Age of Total Warfare by Warfare, Death Rider by Anthrax. So there's the insert. And this one I picked up at Hell's Headbangers as well. I actually grabbed it at the same time as when I pre-ordered the Ghostly White, so they kind of came together. This one's been on my watch list on Amazon for a while, and I haven't pulled the trigger on it because I didn't want to pay the price for it. Annihilator, Annihilation Process, you know, new wave of thrash metal, whatever you want to call it. The new wave of thrash metal has been going on for 15 years now, so I don't know if you can still call it new wave. But yeah, it's got that kind of not progressive. It's got that crossover sound mixed with their Exodus-inspired thrash metal. And I finally jumped on it when I got a notice from eBay. I got a notice from Amazon saying it had dropped under $15, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Of course, then they put tax and shipping because there's no shipping, just tax. So it popped the price up a bit. I hate that Amazon puts tax on stuff now. But yeah, I've only heard it once, but I enjoyed what I heard. Good stuff. This is on War on Music, so this is the Canadian pressing. War on Music is a Canadian label. And one more. This is the last album from last year, 2018, released from Angelus Apartida. Cabaret de la Guillotine. Kind of a sick cover. Sick, cool, and sick, like, gross. But very well done painting, man. I didn't even look to see who did it, but very well done. Angelus Apartida, 10 new songs, 52-minute playing time, gatefold, 180 gram vinyl. It does come with a CD version as well. So, just great thrash metal. These guys have been putting out good stuff for years. Not sure how I missed this one last year, but I did. But I've made up for it because I have it now. Here's the gatefold, the CD, and then the insert. And that's it. That is my final update for, I guess, what are we in now? September, end of September, October of 2019. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to talking to you all about some music down below. And that's it. God bless. Stay strong.